Welcome back to Home Track Heroes at Evergreen Speedway, and we got some drifting going on with our Pro-Am competition, and round of 32 is done. What are you looking forward to most in the round of 16 now?
You know, with a few of those eliminations, there's a couple of pairs that I'm really looking forward to seeing battle it out. You know, Alex Abrams and Alex Lindsay, or sorry, Ari Abrams and Alex Lindsay. I think it's going to be a really interesting battle alongside, you know, a couple other ones. But other than that, let's just get back out on track and see what these guys can do for us.
Looks like we got on track right now Cameron Moore and Trevor Jensen. Second year for Trevor Jensen coming out on track against the seasoned veteran of Cameron Moore.
Second battle here of our top 16, and a bit of a gap established like we've seen a couple of battles in the past, but already closing that gap. Cameron Moore in the chase position, Trevor Jensen having some issues at the bank initially, but tending to smooth things out now a little bit as he settles into his spot. Cameron Moore, though, right off his tail end, putting the pressure on. We can see that drone keeping things nice and tight as well as they wrap around the finish. Cameron Moore giving lead this time, Trevor Jensen in the chase.
Yeah, Mike Rose on that drone. We're giving us some great shots as he's right on top. Trevor Jensen right on the rear bumper of Cameron Moore, applying a ton of pressure. I don't know if Moore checked up a little bit or Jensen just gained that much more speed going on entry into the banks, but a great battle here in the round of 16.
Great job by both drivers staying committed and staying into it. I'm just seeing a lot more fluidity from Cameron Moore, and there it is there as Trevor takes a spin on the final inside clip.
Cameron Moore wins his battle against Trevor Jensen. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, pretty good. It wasn't the cleanest run, but a run's a run. I had a mistake on my chase with them, but we'll fix that up this next time.
Car's looking good. Driving's looking even better. So good job, man.
It looks like Jensen actually running into some trouble at the end of that run. Unfortunate break for him there. But we'll be moving on to the next battle. Another veteran in Joseph Lynn, and then Keelan Krause charging hard.
Keelan Krause in that Pontiac GTO getting set up. Aggressive style, lots of angle from Joseph Lynn. Tons of style there as he's laying the smoke down on the 3/8 bank, but Keelan Krause holding steady right in the smoke there behind him, but he's having to sacrifice a lot of angle, it looks like, to keep right into the door of Joseph Lynn. But Joseph, again, strong aggressive style out front in that lead position.
And back up on the bank now, Keelan Krause is leading as we don't see as much angle as we saw from Joe Lynn on that bank. And here comes Joe hard on his door, slips up a little bit, but is able to kind of come back in tight. We saw that mistake from Keelan at this portion on the last run. We'll see if he's able to stay clean this time.
We got Joseph Flynn advancing to the quarterfinals. Joseph, your driving's on point, bro. How you feeling?
Good, still good. Nice and cool out now. Sun's gone down. Feeling good.
Cool, calm, calculated. That is Joseph Lynn.
And now up on the line, that is Garrett Terrio leading with Chase Simonson right behind him.
Both these guys gotten their foot in the door with Pro-Am last season, so they're pretty comfortable here on our layout, but Chase having to, falling really low on the bank and ended up 2 tires off right there on the inside. Garrett Thoreau holding a solid lead run, with Chase just now falling into position behind him. Again, a little bit less angle in that Chase position, but nothing but clean air and stellar styles for the car out in front, Garrett Thoreau.
And over on the NASCAR side of things, Garrett's brother Brandon is actually leading the Hornet points. So it's these brothers are very involved at Evergreen Speedway as we see Garrett now trying to chase down Chase Simonson as he's able to close the gap a lot towards the end of the 3/8 bank as they go in the inner part. But Garrett's still right there on his back bumper.
Really aggressive, really good to see. Garrett been falling into place with drifting, you know, seeing his family out here for so long, and it's great to see them across all motorsports as they transition around the final clip. Bit of a correction, but both drivers getting through the course. Let's go to Earl again.
Garrett, you've been driving like a maniac all day, dude.
That was a wild one. We definitely hit some stuff. I gotta go see if my alignment's all right. I kind of drove it into him a little bit.
Did you guys make a contact?
What's that?
You guys make a little contact?
We hit a few times.
Does the car drive straight or?
I don't know. We're about to find out. I'm gonna see if I can run it in there real quick, put some toe plates on it, dude, and get back out here and see what we can do.
You got time, bro.
All right, thank you.
Pulling up to the line now, we got Zach Farrar leading with Ari Abrams right behind him.
240 SX versus 240 Coupe versus Hatch. Pick your favorite as Zach Farrar and the Coupe blasting off again into smoke, into angle. Ari Abrams going to have to play catch up again. But Zach, huge correction there as he goes off track, throwing a barrel up into the air. Ari Abrams able to close it up. and stick it with him through the second half of the track, but he's really got the advantage since Zach went off track. Man, big upset for Zach Farrar there as they switch positions now. Ari Abrams out front.
Yeah, Zach with a kind of uncommon mistake with him. He's a very aggressive driver. As you see it there, putting a lot of pressure early on 3/8 bank. He's going to have a ton to make up here in the second portion of the track if he wants to give himself a chance. But it was a kind of uncharacteristic mistake from the very aggressive Zach Farrar going into the final clip. Now a lot of pressure. He straightens up. He's going to lose drift momentarily, and a few little mistakes from Zach Farrar in both runs.
We got Ari Abrams advancing. That run had everything. That had crazy tandem battles. I think the drone got hit.
Zach's a great driver, so that was fun.
Yeah, Farrar is actually one of the favorites going into this, but man, you have been on point all day.
Yeah, when you're going against Zach, you always know he's going to run you straight up, so it's always a good time. So it was fun to get out there and just battle.
Yeah, as they say, iron sharpens iron. You are super sharp today, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Have a good one.
And up now we have Tori Jelinek in a Mustang he's been working on for the past year and a half or so, and then Alex Lindsay with kind of Old Faithful for him.
Yeah, AKA Lindsay drifting on YouTube. Both drivers falling into place. Not a lot of angle from Tori Jelinek there in the Mustang, but he is staying in drift, closing that gap now, which is what the judges want to see. Alex Lindsay setting the pace out front. Decent angle, somewhat, subtle style from both drivers. Both drivers, kind of playing it safe, if anything. But we're going to switch positions now. Tori Jelinek out front. Let's see what he can do in the lead.
Yeah, it looked like he had a little bit trouble keeping drift in the first run and the chase run. We'll see if he's able to be a little bit more aggressive out in front leading as he's able to hold drift all the way through the 3/8 this time.
Much better. We're seeing some smoke this time and a little bit more anger from Tori Jelinek out front. But big correction there as he loops it, giving the advantage and the open door here to Alex Lindsay. Lindsay drifting. He's going to be coming through the finish. Let's go to Earl again.
Alex Lindsay advances. Alex, man, heck yeah.
Another one down.
Good kill, good kill. Any adjustments you're going to be making from here on out, or you're just keeping everything the way it is?
Just going to stick with it and try the best I can, do the best line I possibly can, and we'll see where it takes us.
How does the track temperature dropping down affect, if anything?
It seems like there's a little bit more grip out there, but the tires are kind of going down a little bit. I run pretty much the same set all day, being the low horsepower, so the tire going down and then the grip coming up kind of evens it out. So
awesome. Congrats on the win again, bro.
Thank you.
Rolling off the line now, we got Evan Bogovich and Dan Walter, and like they kind of mentioned right there, the sun is away, which means the track's a little bit more tacky, a little bit more grip out there, harder to get these cars sideways.
Not a bad night to take out the drop-top Mustang, though, as they come sliding off the bank into the first set of transitions on the infield. Not a lot of angle. Drivers, again, kind of playing it subtle but smooth here on the latter half of the top 16. But Bogovich, decent job out front, and Dan Walter holding his own in the chase position as well, as now they switch positions. Dan Walter in that drop-top Mustang. I'm sure he's staying cool now that the sun has dropped, though, and Evan Bogovich in that S13 240 SX.
Yeah, and a ton of gap there between the two cars. Dan Walter sort of just driving away, but he had to check up a little bit, almost missed the exit of the corner, which allowed Bogovich to kind of close back in right there at the end.
Scrubbing a lot of speed, though, seeing corrections on both ends. This is why it's real hard for the judges sometimes. It's going to be up to them. Going to Earl.
Dan Walter is advancing to the quarterfinals. Dan, congratulations, man. That was a hard-fought battle.
Thank you, man. I'm feeling great tonight. I'm kind of surprised.
Is the car running cool? I mean, temperatures are a little bit lower now that the sun's gone down.
Yeah, temps are in check, intake air temp, but the fuel's as good as it can be for how little I had to tune, but it's running great, yeah.
Some congrats on the win, dude.
Thank you.
And now we got Patrick Hale taking on Brad Davis, who had to go through it one more time in the round of 32, so he's got one more extra run underneath his belt tonight.
Brad's been fighting cars for the last couple of seasons. He's real anxious to get on podium, and he's working with a new car this year. So let's see what Brad Davis can do. Patrick Held settled and real comfortable in his KAT 240SX here. I'm just seeing a big gap is all. Always want to see the drivers nice and tight with proximity, but two solo runs in a sense. This first half of the battle, I gotta say, You know, this car looks real good with the underglow. Loving those blue underglow and the new look of Patrick Held's car overall this season. Brad Davis out front this time. Let's see what kind of impression he can make.
Yeah, the first run, I would kind of give the advantage to Heald because he was able to pull away from Brad Davis. Not that Brad really did anything wrong, but here a big mistake from Lindsey. He's going to go almost 3 tires off. That's a huge mistake. He almost had the lead going into this and blows it right there. That's going to be tough for the judges to see if he did go 2 tires off.
Congrats, Brad. How you doing? Were you worried a little bit over there?
Dude, I was a little worried. I thought that he had it. I felt like I hit a lot of stuff. But, hey, we're alive. We're going. This is awesome.
Awesome. Congrats, brother. And I'm sure you're going to do very well in your next battles.
Thank you.
And moving on to the round of 8, we got Danger Ben White and the veteran Cameron Moore.
Our final 8 drivers, it's getting dicey now as he initiates almost into that rear quarter of Cameron Moore. Cameron Moore, a fast driver, no doubt, but Danger Ben all over the place, just trying to find his line, trying to get his car into shape. FPV footage from Mike Rose getting super comfortable on the tail end there of Cameron Moore as both the pilot and the driver work their way through the finish line. Nice, strong finish.
Yeah, it looked like Danger Ben White was able to kind of gather after he made the mistake off the bank. We'll see what he's able to do. Leading Cameron Moore right here is he pulls off pretty well, is able to hang the drift. Not a ton of smoke coming from Ben White's car, but Cameron Moore's right there, right behind him.
Ben White looking a lot more fluid this time, but knocking on his door, you know, keeping his presence right there. Cameron Moore, the whole time you can see him not far off Ben White's door.
Cameron, awesome driving all day today, man. You are in the semifinals. How you feeling?
Oh, just super stoked. We had a couple little issues with the car. I think we got them sorted out, so we're ready to go for it.
Awesome. Great driving, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ben, no!
Oh, dude!
Dude, it looked cool.
It was interesting, right? Yeah, the track changes a lot when the lights go down, man.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of extra grip there where there wasn't before, and it's you know, changes back and forth, but a lot of fun. You see why he's a Pro 2 driver, man. I mean, that guy puts his car exactly where it needs to be. He told me right before, he's like, yeah, for some reason it cuts out when I shift into third. I'm like, great, cool, well, I'll probably hit your bumper when we initiate, and I darn near did, dude. So it was a lot of fun. I had an absolutely fantastic day. I mean, round 1 couldn't have gone better. The day started with a lot of peril, kept throwing belts, kept having weird issues that I never had, but you know what? I got a couple wins today. I mean, the runs with Kevin Walsh were some of the most fun competition runs that I've ever had, and I'm just super happy, super stoked, and ready to be back here for round 2.
And a very ecstatic Ben White. Even though he lost, he was very grateful for Cameron Moore, acknowledging that he is a Pro 2 driver and showing a lot of love for him still, but he mentioned the track conditions a little bit. The sun went down, the track temperature dropped a ton, and that changes the grip levels immensely.
It's one of the things these drivers need to adapt to conditions, and it's one of the skills that makes this sport so unique and really fun to watch. A little bit of a downtime, though. Quick break. We'll be with you guys in just a minute.